I've always been one for the motto of make heaven crowded,
100%.
and in every way we can. Hey, yeah, let's say if you started off as a groovist,
Yeah.
and you meet God along your content creation journey,
Yeah.
even your content changes, right? Because it has to align with what you now believe in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Advent Pod SA, a timely voice indeed, and we are at the BYD event. We are enjoying ourselves so much.
It's really good, guys. It's really good.
Yeah, so we thought we should just bring you maybe an episode while we enjoy the place, something short, something sweet, talk about, the things that need to be talked about.
Yeah.
Babi is a huge conversationalist. She knows everything. I don't know.
I don't know
much.
everything.
I don't know much that's happening.
I don't know everything. I hear everything.
Right.
Not know.
Things reach your ears.
Yes, they somehow
Unfortunately.
land to me. I'm wherever I am in my corner and they land to me.
Yeah.
I will get a call to tell me updates. Yeah.
100%. So, maybe just to start us off, like what's been the vibe in our church community recently?
Deep sigh. Guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm the problem. But church is not churching. I think the way it used to prior to COVID-19, there's just a lot of problems, and people, or rather the church leadership structures, are not acknowledging the fact that the biggest change was as a result of COVID-19. In that period where people were sitting at home, they were met with the reality of what their relationship with Christ is and what it means to them. And they even relooked at the church structure as a whole.
Sure.
So that led us to where we are, where people don't genuinely feel, I think, first of all, the need for fellowship. People now just wanna, I know I'm one of those, but we just wanna go to church in the morning, have worship,
right after.
greet people, hi, how are you? And I'm gone. And that's also a result of COVID-19, because I spent so much time away from people. Getting back into the people space was very difficult, and it still is.
100%.
That I can barely get past 4 p.m.
Sure.
As a human being in general, while interacting with people. So church has changed in that. Fellowship has decreased. And if it's there, it needs to be intentional. It's not as natural as it was.
You need to actually invite someone to your place and stuff.
You need to say, guys, please don't leave during lunch. Let's sit and,
So I've been getting like mixed views, right? So people in my life who've moved to other cities have expressed that, like, you get to some places where you are told before you get there that church is actually cold. Like you're told like that church is actually cold. So you go there knowing, and it's kind of sad because it shouldn't be happening. But then there are other churches where I find they tell you, like, as you get there, to say, look, one thing about this church, for example, the one I go to, this church prays. Like, this church is big on prayer. So big on prayer. Pray during the morning, pray during the actual service, pray in the afternoon, pray during the week. They call you, they say, we're gonna pray for you. It's intentional like that, And so I think churches need to have their own ethos of what it is they're trying to deliver for their people.
And unfortunately, churches are made of human beings.
100%.
And that's our biggest problem. Like I had mentioned, if the leadership is not quite right in terms of their alignment to Christ and the vision they personally have for their relationship, which is growth, right? That's one of the greatest pillars of STASM, I think, where you learn independence in terms of your spiritual life.
100%.
And I can assure you, if you build a relationship with God, as soon as you depart to go to a home church, you will definitely want to get involved in helping people meet Christ the way you did in your varsity days, I guess. So if people revisit their whys, why my church, what's the point of all this, what do I have to gain, what's in it for me? If I don't do it, what's the worst that could happen? Only then will we start saying the church can change for the better, because it has changed for the worst. People are not faithful to God. People do not love God. And unfortunately, unless if their way of showing the love has changed. But I remember in my younger days, I'm very young, but like in my younger days, tithe was like a very deep concept where you are taught, even if you're 5 rand, you must tithe from that 5 rand. And maybe the standard of living has gone up and all of that. But
petrol is expensive.
Yeah,
Like
but are you limiting God to your petrol problems?
And you see, that's why we have electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Because God can provide. You see, a hybrid electric vehicle.
Listen.
Like BYD, that when there's no money for petrol, now you can just charge the car.
This one, load shedding doesn't affect it.
100%.
There's charging ports, and I'm sure that those charging ports
fully loaded
all the time.
Yeah.
Probably have backup power if there's a need.
Now, tell me, Bobby, like, what's the significance of seeing Christian creators and influencers in a space like this where we are, and meeting other creators who may have found Christ like later in their Christian journey, having to interact with some of them. I know like people like Tato are here, interacted with him, other friends from even the Seventh-day Adventist Church, other comedians who make you know, skits and funny videos, and then add a sprinkle of Jesus. How impactful is that for you?
I think for me it's very it's a personal one. I've always been one for the motto of make heaven crowded,
100%.
And in every way we can. They're just a reminder that you don't have to conform to the world to be who the Lord has called you to be. And even if you found the Lord later in your life, it will transform your content itself.
100%.
So if you started off as a I don't know what, but as a
groovist perhaps.
No, I don't say groovist.
No judgment, but hey.
Yeah, let's say if you started off as a groovist.
Yeah.
And you meet God along your content creation journey.
Yeah.
Even your content changes, right? Because it has to align with what you now believe in.
100%.
Yeah, and in that aligning, that means your followers or people that genuinely like you, your followers, your viewers get to experience God with you, and that means their lives also are possibly going to be transformed. So eventually the goal is to make heaven crowded, and God is at work.
Yeah, no, God is indeed at work. By the way, we don't know how this opportunity came to us. I just got the email. I sent it over to Bobby. I said let's make something happen for the Advent Pod, and it's really been good because I think we've been in that journey, stuck a bit, but also knowing that we need to build our dreams for the podcast and for you guys as much as possible. And so, you know, BYD, build your dreams. So this came about at a time when we were already thinking about recommissioning the podcast as a mission tool, not just as a mission tool, but also as a very impactful business tool, right? To just make sure that it sustains itself, it creates valuable content for people of all walks of life, not just limited to Christians. So I think it's coming together full circle. I think we've been in the shadows a bit, but as you come out to these spaces, you get recognized as, oh, you guys do some Christian content. That's amazing stuff. So we've been asked like which church we go to. Those are fun conversations. I think you'll see some of them in the vlog.
Yeah.
And we said, look, we're from the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
And people know the church.
And people know the church. People know you guys.
By the way, people know.
It's funny. People know you guys. And it's so amazing to see how it's like so normal now when you say, look, no, I go to church on Saturday. You lead with that, of course. Say, I go to church on Saturday, and so I'm Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
And people have worked with you guys. You guys have money. You've been working with top-tier creators in the South Africa industry. Also,
if people don't know the church, like the name itself necessarily, they know the concept, like the idea. They probably know someone that goes to church on a Saturday.
Yes.
And so sometimes they might not say, oh yeah, I know the church specifically. You must just like explain a bit more, guys. They will get it. Trust me, they know. Everybody, I think, has met an SDA person in their life. Might not be 10, but that one. So it's a reminder as to why we should be very critical about how we behave and how we carry ourselves in public.
100%.
Because as much as you think you're living your life,
people are watching.
And you are not carrying your name alone. We as Gahano and Babalo have to account as to why is my Adventist sister or brother doing 1, 2, 3 and I'm not? Does that mean they are not as Adventist? It's a good one.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think what we then realize from these events is that the concept of launching a business, it's really quite something, because I've seen like how these guys believe in their vision. They believe in like what they are selling.
And they have a team that also believes.
They have a team that believes.
Everybody that has contributed here believes in the vision.
It's so amazing.
It's not one person's idea and they're trying to, no. It's probably one person's thought, but it's everybody's vision. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah, okay. No stress.
Sorry, guys.
Cool.
I've got a flu.
Yeah, but I've really enjoyed us being... This is a bit outside of our comfort zone, a bit. We've done a gospel party, that's cool. This is like meeting everybody else in the creator industry, and I think it's a great opportunity, one, to witness, two, to just be confident in whatever it is we're building.
We're doing,
it just adds that extra level of boost to continue doing what we do.
Yeah.
And if you guys get us to 50K, I mean, we can do this lifetime and leave our jobs, hopefully. But
I want money, so I'm not leaving anything anytime soon.
All right.
I'll have all monies available.
He wants all the monies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much what we wanted to chat to you guys about. Any other thoughts?
Please do tithe. Bazalwane, it's not because pastors need to get paid, no. Because you know what the Lord has done for you.
Yeah.
And He says in His word that that 10% is His. Do not rob God.
100%.
Bazalwane, stop robbing God. Yes, petrol is expensive, but imagine petrol without the Creator. Like, just tithe.
Yeah.
And after you tithe, interrogate your relationship with God. Fix it and go back to the Savior.
Yeah.
He is waiting. Open hands.
Open hands.
Please,
a special
thanks.
invitation.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it from us.
Yeah?
No, I'm happy to be here. You'll see the drive on the vlog.
I'm excited for that.
Yes.
I'm gonna be risking my life for content.
That's it. But thank you guys. Please do take care. Godspeed and God bless.
Thank you.